You know, life has a way of knocking us down. It hits hard, doesn't it? You felt it, that gut punch moment when the world seems to say, stay down, but let me tell you something. It's not about how hard you get hit. It's about finding the strength to rise again, to look at yourself in the mirror and say, this is not how my story ends. 2025 is standing right in front of you waiting. It's asking, what are you made of? And I promise you, by the end of this, you're not just going to believe in making a comeback, you'll be ready to lead your own. Resilience and redemption are the twin flames that light the path of every great comeback story. Life has a way of testing us, often when we least expect it. It throws us into the depths of challenges we never saw coming, where doubt, fear, and failure lurk in every corner. These moments are not designed to break us, even though they might feel overwhelming. They are crafted to awaken something deep within a strength we didn't know we possessed. Resilience is not about ignoring the pain or pretending the setbacks didn't happen. It's about confronting them head on, learning from them, and refusing to let them define our narrative. When life knocks you down, resilience is the decision to get back up, even when every muscle in your body aches and every voice in your head whispers to stay down. It's the resolve to see every failure as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Resilience teaches us that we are not the sum of our mistakes, but the product of how we rise from them. Redemption, on the other hand, is the moment we reclaim our narrative. It's not about proving others wrong, it's about proving ourselves right. It's about taking the lessons we've learned from the toughest battles and using them to create a version of ourselves that is stronger, wiser, and more determined. Redemption is personal. It's the quiet satisfaction of knowing we've done the work, faced the storm, and come out the other side better than before. Together, resilience and redemption form an unshakable foundation. They remind us that setbacks are not the end, they are the beginning of a new chapter. These qualities are what allow us to turn scars into stories and failures into fuel. Self-belief is the foundation upon which every great achievement is built. It is not simply the act of thinking positively or telling yourself you can do something. It is the deep, unshakable trust in your own potential, even when the odds are stacked against you. In life, there will always be voices external and internal questioning your abilities, doubting your worth, and challenging your vision. The real battle is learning to silence those voices and amplify the one inside that says, I can. Self-belief is born in the moments when no one is watching, in the quiet spaces where you decide to keep going despite the uncertainty. It's about choosing to take the first step without knowing what the entire path looks like, trusting that your persistence and effort will carve the way forward. This kind of belief isn't arrogance, it's an acknowledgement of your own resilience, your capacity to learn, adapt, and overcome. The journey to self-belief often begins in adversity. It's in the moments of doubt, failure, and rejection that you discover the strength to keep moving. It's when you face challenges head on, even when they seem insurmountable, that you start to realize how much power you truly possess. Each small victory, each obstacle overcome adds another layer to your confidence, fortifying you against future storms. But self-belief isn't just about what you think of yourself, it's also about how you show up in the world. It's reflected in the risks you take, the goals you set, and the way you pursue them. When you believe in yourself, you give others permission to do the same. You become a beacon of possibility, inspiring those around you to reach for their own potential. Vision for the future is what sets apart those who merely exist from those who truly live with purpose. It is the ability to look beyond the present moment, to imagine a reality that doesn't yet exist, and to commit yourself to making it happen. A clear vision is like a compass. It gives direction to your life, ensuring that even when you face detours or distractions, you remain aligned with your ultimate goals. Without vision, it's easy to drift, to let the days blur into weeks and months without making meaningful progress. Having a vision doesn't mean you have all the answers or a detailed roadmap. It means you have a destination in mind, a picture of what success looks like for you. This vision isn't just about material accomplishments or external recognition. It's about becoming the person you aspire to be. It's about living a life that feels authentic and fulfilling, one that reflects your values, passions, and dreams. Creating a vision requires courage because it means daring to dream big, even in the face of uncertainty or past failures. It requires you to confront your doubts and silence the voices that say, it's not possible. A strong vision can sustain you through challenges, providing motivation and focus when the road gets tough. It serves as a reminder of why you started and what you're working toward. Your vision must be vivid and compelling, something that stirs your soul and ignites your passion. It's not enough to want a better future. You have to be able to see it, feel it, and believe in it. This clarity transforms your vision into a powerful driving force. It influences your choices, shapes your priorities, and compels you to take action, no matter how daunting the journey may seem. Overcoming adversity is the hallmark of every great comeback story. Life's challenges are inevitable, and they often appear without warning, shaking the very foundations of what we believe we can handle. Adversity tests us in ways we never imagined, pushing us to the edge of our limits and daring us to rise above. It's in these moments that we discover who we truly are and what we are capable of achieving. Adversity doesn't discriminate, it comes for everyone at some point. But it's not the presence of challenges that defines us, it's how we respond to them. Each obstacle is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to transform. The pain we experience is not without purpose. It shapes us, molds us, and strengthens us in ways comfort never could. When we confront our struggles head on, we begin to understand that adversity is not a barrier, it's a bridge to something greater. The process of overcoming adversity requires courage, resilience, and a willingness to endure discomfort. It demands that we face our fears and confront our doubts, even when the path forward is unclear. It requires us to dig deep, to tap into reserves of strength we didn't know we had, and to keep moving forward, one step at a time. Adversity teaches us humility and gratitude, reminding us of what truly matters. It forces us to reevaluate our priorities and to focus on what is within our control. It is through these challenges that we discover our capacity for perseverance and our ability to adapt. Each time we rise after being knocked down, we gain confidence and clarity, proving to ourselves that we are stronger than any circumstance. Adversity may be unavoidable, but it is also a powerful catalyst for growth and transformation. Discipline and consistency are the bedrock of any meaningful transformation. While talent and inspiration may light the spark, it is discipline that keeps the fire burning. Discipline is not about grand gestures or fleeting bursts of effort. It's about the daily commitment to show up and do the work, even when motivation fades and the results feel distant. It's the ability to stay focused on your goals despite distractions, setbacks, and the inevitable fatigue that comes with pursuing something worthwhile. Consistency amplifies the power of discipline. Small, deliberate actions repeated over time create a compound effect, leading to significant progress that might not be visible at first. It's easy to underestimate the value of consistency because its impact often unfolds slowly, but this steady effort is what separates those who merely start from those who ultimately succeed. The little things, the extra hour spent practicing, the refusal to give in to excuses, the commitment to stick to your plan, these are the building blocks of greatness. Maintaining discipline and consistency requires a deep sense of purpose. When your why is strong, it becomes easier to push through the challenges and temptations to quit. It's not about being perfect, it's about being persistent, about getting back on track every time you stumble. Over time, discipline becomes a habit and consistency becomes a lifestyle. These qualities create momentum, turning effort into progress and progress into results. Discipline and consistency also build character. They teach patience, perseverance, and accountability. They help you develop a mindset that embraces effort as a path to mastery and views setbacks as opportunities to learn. Together, these traits form an unshakable foundation for achieving your goals and realizing your potential, no matter how ambitious or daunting they may seem. Inspiring action is the heart of creating change, both in yourself and in others. The spark that moves someone from intention to execution is one of the most powerful forces in life. It's not enough to dream or to plan. The real transformation happens when those dreams and plans are put into motion. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. And inspiring that action requires a deep connection to purpose, vision, and belief in possibility. Action begins with a decision, often a small one. But that decision can set the course for monumental change. It's the moment you decide that today will be different, that you won't wait for the perfect time or ideal circumstances. This choice to act is what breaks the cycle of hesitation and doubt, replacing it with momentum and progress. When people are inspired to take action, they start to see themselves not as passive observers of their lives, but as the architects of their future. The ability to inspire action in others requires authenticity and relatability. People don't just follow words, they follow examples. They are moved by stories of perseverance, resilience, and triumph, stories that remind them of their own potential and possibility. When they see someone who has faced similar challenges rise above them, it becomes easier to believe that they too can succeed. Action also requires courage. The first step is often the hardest because it involves stepping into the unknown and confronting fear. Inspiring action is about helping people see past that fear, about showing them that the rewards of progress far outweigh the risks of failure. It's about igniting a spark of belief that fuels their willingness to try, to risk, and to persevere no matter the obstacles in their way. Here's the truth: the world doesn't need another person who gave up when it got tough. It needs you, the fighter, the dreamer, the doer. So here's my challenge. Don't just make 2025 your comeback year, make it the year they remember you by. The year your strength became unshakable. The year your story inspired the world. Get up, take the first step. Because the clock is ticking and your moment is here. Let's make 2025 the year of the comeback. Your comeback.